So you guys have something really cool coming up, and it's a mobile unit.
Yes.
And it's all free. And talk about what it is.
So we're really excited to bring, we've done 2 distributions already, but later this week we're going to have our mobile food pantry. So what we're looking at is in the West Utica area, which is considered a food desert. People have very low access to nutritious foods.
Mm-hmm.
We are bringing those nutritious foods right to the West Utica area, and we're going to have a distribution where people who are in need can come, and there's going to be fresh produce, veggies and fruit, and then hopefully some lean protein items, and then some low-fat dairy items as well.
Nice. And I know that Tim Reed has worked really hard to do the
Utica market, the
public market over there, and bringing these good foods, these fresh foods, over to West Utica. So
yeah, it's been great working with Tim. We actually work with him on some Boilermaker initiatives to raise money for the food bank. And I went to meet with him to see if we could use the Boilermaker parking lot there as a place for the distribution. And he said it actually will work out perfect because the West Utica Public Market closed last week.
Okay.
So it was last week. So now here we're coming in with our mobile food pantry.
Yeah, Manaski.
You used the word, we've heard it talked about in West Utica, I think food desert?
Yes.
What characterizes an area that way as a food desert?
So people that have low access to nutritious food, generally in an urban area, it means that they don't have like a major supermarket within 1 mile. And most of the people living in that area do not have regular access to like a vehicle to get to the supermarket that's over 1 mile away. And then there's also the percentage of people that are in that area as well are so high above the poverty rate.
Yeah.
So there's a few factors that consider the food desert, but all of those factors factor in.
Where do you get your groceries over there? I'm trying to think of that. I mean, if you don't have proper transportation.
Exactly. It's very difficult because, you can use public transportation, but it's very difficult because if you're getting a lot of groceries and then you have to transport them, if it's hot out and you're getting items that are frozen or they're refrigerated, it's really difficult to transport those things. So we really see the need to bring it to that community. And it's our goal through a grant that we received actually through the American Heart Association Community Impact Grant that we're going to be in West Utica at least once a month bringing these nutritious foods into the community for the mobile pantry.
I said when we first talked about this a couple of weeks ago, they have a food land. I haven't seen a food land since I was a kid, but then I was quickly told, that ain't your mama's food land. It's a little different than it used to be. Food land used to be a full grocery store, which is what that logo is.
Right.
There. But I don't think that's what that store is.
No, I think everything that in the West Utica area through us, that we've seen is really more of that kind of small convenience store where they don't have those fresh fruits and vegetables and low-fat dairies and things available to people.
Yeah, got it.
So in talking with some of the residents there, they must be pretty appreciative. Is there a need? I mean, is it a need and a want for the people in the community?
There's a huge need for this in the community. The way that we advertise for these types of things is we're really kind of looking at the programs that we're already working with in West Utica, and we're putting up some flyers and really, because we want to make sure that we have enough food for the people that showed up. The first mobile food pantry that we had, which was back in August, we had 79 people show up, representing the household size of more than 300 people, and we went through, it was something like over 3,500 pounds of food.
Wow.
And that was produce items, it was dairy items, some breads, and some juices that we had.
Now, do you end up having to turn people away? Because I know you do a lottery system here, right? Is how you...
Yeah, we do not turn people away that are in need. We try to make sure that all of the pantries and the soup kitchens here in West Utica and any of our 11 county service area have the proper items that they need to be able to distribute to the families that they're serving. If a pantry does have something happen where they've run out of food or whatever, they can call the food bank. We can do emergency food shipments to them.
Got it.
And all the programs that we work with know this information, and we work with them. We have a person that's dedicated in this area that works with the programs that we're working with this area, so they know what's going on. They know the trends. We can respond to the trends.
All right, Lynn, thanks. And this will be October 20th.
October 20th, later this week. We're encouraging people, if they need emergency food, call the food bank, because not only is it this mobile food pantry, but hopefully we can get them hooked up with all of the services that we're providing in the Utica area.
Boy, I'm out of touch. I didn't realize the October 20th is this week.
It's Thursday. Yeah.
We're flying through this this month. So, all right. Now, if they have any questions, everybody has any questions, do they?
Yes. They call the food bank at 437-1899, or they can visit our website at foodbankcny.org.
All right. Good stuff. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.